Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in for today's video. This video was actually a request from one of you and she was like I should try using a stocking cap instead of a bandage. So yeah, I'm going to be trying that today. To be able to achieve this style with a stocking cap, you have to unroll it this way, not the other way in the other video. A quick explanation to how to unroll the hair. Just part the middle hair into a round circle, making it two sections, then do an updo cornrow to the front part of the circle, and then for the middle part you just connect the ends of the tips of the front part to the middle part section. Please, if you are new here, just go ahead to click the subscribe button and join the family. Give this video a big thumbs up if it's helpful, and don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this hairstyle. Let me know what you think about the stocking cap method, if it's preferable to the bandage method. Once that is done, I'm just wearing her the stocking cap and making sure it's covering her hair properly, and also the parameters of her hair, the edges, and then spray it with got to be free spray to secure the stocking cap to her head. And then I'm spraying the got to be free spray around where I actually want the stocking cap to be. After spraying the got to be free spray, I'm just using my fingers to just spread the product evenly. Help the got to be free spray dry faster, we'll just use a hand dryer to do so, and once it's dry we'll go ahead to cut just a small piece by the side of the ears, then using scissors to do so, which will help the trimming of the excess stocking cap easier. Then after that we'll just go ahead to trim out the excess stocking cap both in front and at the back, and I will do that very carefully. This is what it should look like. You can also trim out the middle part of the stocking cap, but it's optional. But for me, I decided to leave mine just to sew on top of it. So this is the hair we're using for this video today, for the tutorial today. It's called Darling Yankee. It's a pure synthetic hair. Like Darling Yankee, this particular product is totally synthetic. So we are using 2 packs of this hair, and we are using both the product and also Maize Moon, which is also called Afro Bee. The Maize Moon, which is also called Afro Bee, is what we are going to be using for the closing. It comes in a very short length, and this is about, let's say, 8 inches, and in a pack you get like 4 bundles. I forgot to mention that in this video you guys will get to see a different method or a different way of achieving the same hairstyle. The first one was a different hairstylist, and this is also a different hairstylist, so the method of achieving it is totally different. So stay tuned to see how she achieved to see her method. Moving on to the sewing part, the first thing she's doing is just to take the weft around her head, and it's a double weft. Before sewing down the first weft, you just have to be very sure about the front, making sure that the remaining part around the parameters of her head is not too short or too long. I'm going to film a video on how to take this hairstyle off, so just stay tuned or subscribe if you haven't, so that you don't get to miss it when I actually upload a video on it. Yeah, this is what it should look like after sewing in the first weft around her head. Then we just start sewing in the remaining wefts the normal usual way we do sew weft, taking the weft from the inside of the round weft we actually sewed in initially. Sewing from the left to the right side of her ear, doing the turnover method. When you get to the end of the line, a particular line, you just flip it over to the next line and continue sewing. We just continue doing so, sewing from the left to the right, doing the turnover method until when you get to the front. So I got a lot of questions and comments in the comment section on this hairstyle in the previous video, so I'm just going to be using this medium to just address them here. So I'll be reading out some of the questions and answering them for you guys. I will explain better because so many of you are just confused on why we use synthetic hairs to make this particular hairstyle, and if you actually want me to even use human hair to make the hairstyle, I will do that, but I'm just going to explain better. So before I start reading out the questions, I'm just going to explain something here about Nigeria, because I actually live in Nigeria, and all these hairstyles I put out here and most of the hairstyles that people wear, I don't just create them. These are old hairstyles that people still wear till now. So yeah, in Nigeria we do have different classes of people. I'm so sorry if I'm stepping on toes. I don't know if I'm actually making any sense, but this is the only way I can explain this. The first category of people here in Nigeria are those ones that can afford human hair every month. Like in every month they get to buy like 3 bundles of human hair. Those are the first category of people, those ones that can afford human hair. Then the second category of people I have here on my list are those ones that can afford human hair, but not in every single month. Maybe they can buy human hair like 3 times in a year or twice in a year. Then the third category of people are those ones that cannot even afford human hair at all. Even fiber hair, they find it very difficult to get fiber hair. The only hair they usually get is synthetic hair, and sometimes they even use the synthetic hair more than once. They can use it like this month and wash it and use it again the next month. We still have those kind of people here in Nigeria. This set of people still want to like look good, and they do not have that kind of money to like get human hairs. You must not break the bank to be able to look good. There are different styles you can achieve without using a frontal or a closure, because in Nigeria here frontal and closure is about, let's say, 5,000. That's for the closure. 5,000, which is like $6 to $7, I'm not sure, or $15 thereabout. That's 5,000. And then most people can't actually afford to get the closures and the frontals, so that's why I'm actually bringing out styles, like especially the hairstylists that are making the hair. At least they'll have an idea of trying to create something without a closure or a frontal. And then most of us will not want our hair to show out or to come out, to leave our hair out while styling their hair, so they still want their hair inside. And then most clients come in and tell me that they do not have money to get a closure or a frontal. So yeah, that's why I'm actually putting out this content for you guys, especially the hairstylists, to have an idea. I don't know if anyone here can actually relate to this, getting clients that do not want their hair to be outside and also want to look good, and they don't have money to get frontal or closure. So I don't know if anyone can relate. After sewing in the back, she just found out that the front side was just too inside for her to be able to place the maize spoon, so she just decided to add another weft to the front. I'm just reading this question from Yosodom. I don't know if I'm murdering the name, please pardon me. So he said that please use a curved needle, that's curved sewing needle, next time. Terrible job and terrible hairstylist. The reason why I usually use straight needles here to demonstrate or to show you guys method is because I do not want to come up here on YouTube and pretend that we actually use curved needles, while here in Nigeria we use straight needles. You hardly enter a salon here in Nigeria that you find a hairstylist using curved needles. We are used to straight needles, so it's difficult trying to handle a curved needle. I don't know if you get it. So below the comment, she also said, he mentioned that it's a bad hairstyle and bad, terrible job. I don't feel that way myself. I feel that's why I keep on uploading the content I upload, because I feel that I'm actually helping someone out there. I feel I'm inspiring someone. I feel someone needs these videos to be able to survive. You get? So moving on to the next comment, and this one is from Nandine Grassi. Please, I'm so sorry if I'm murdering this name. I'm very sorry, pardon me. So this person went ahead to say that a very creative idea, but should have used a black cloth instead of a white cloth. Okay, I assume that this person is trying to talk about the bandage I used in the previous video. I don't think I have seen any black bandage before. I'm not sure, but if I come across any, I will let you guys know, or maybe film an update video. Here I'm just showing you guys how to identify the front and the back side of this Afro bead. Okay, the part where the coil tip is facing is actually the inside, and the other part is the outside. You have to know the front side and the back side so that you'll be able to know where to place or to apply the bonding glue. So you will need to apply the glue to the inside part of the weave-on, not the outside part of the weave-on or the weft. Moving on, you just apply the glue to the weft of the weave-on and then cut it in such a way that it will fit the remaining part of the hair. So you can also do like a measurement before applying it and then use scissors to cut it off. So the glue I'm using is the normal glue we use here in Nigeria. It doesn't cost that much, and you can wear this hairstyle for like 2 weeks or even more. That is if you can actually maintain it, because most of these glues, once water touches it actually tends to pull out. Moving on to the next comment, and I think this will be the last one, and it's from Tamin. The name is difficult to pronounce. I don't want to get sued for pronouncing it wrong, so I'm just going to leave it here on the screen. And this person said that this is an old technique, been around before closure, but why would anyone want to sew in cheap hair, fake hair? Okay, I do know that this hairstyle is actually old. I said that initially, but so many people or so many hairstylists are looking for ways to be able to learn this particular hairstyle, so that's why I decided to film it. And for the sewing or the cheap hair that she mentioned in the comments, I have also like said something about that. I told you guys already that here in Nigeria, so many people cannot afford, not so many anyways, people can't still afford human hairs. So this point is actually bringing me to something I have always wanted to say in this, or always wanted to say in a video. Here in Nigeria, making hair do not cost much. The highest hair making in Nigeria costs about, let's say, 15,000, which is even rare. Like, you hardly find a salon charging someone to make hair that's sew in hair for 15,000. And to approximate it to dollars, let's say it's about $43 thereabouts, not even up to $100. And then the average cost for a stylist to sew in full bundles to your hair without closure and frontal is 1,000 naira to 3,000 naira. To approximate it to dollars, it's about $3 to $20. I also want to let you guys know that making this hair comes in different methods depending on the hairstylist. This is how she makes hers. You also get to see how she closed it. It's totally different from the previous one, so just watch to the end. And then let me know the style, the particular method you prefer, if it's the first one you prefer or the second one, in the comment section. So you see why I still film all this video, I still put out all this content just for people to just have an idea. Please do leave a comment in the comment section. Let's know how much a full sew in without closure and frontal costs in your country. Let's just interact in the comment section. Stockings cap was actually quite difficult because after sewing in all the bundles, the hair in front, the stockings cap in front actually pulled off. I still went ahead to use got to be free spray to lay it down, but after placing all the weft, that's the main spoon, the bonding actually secured it. So yeah, here's the final look. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification so that you don't get to miss it when I actually upload video on how to take this hairstyle off. Subscribe if you haven't. If you are new here, just go ahead to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if it's helpful. Share to friends and family, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Stay blessed.